Gentlemen, we are here in our second best of 3 of the day in the next division still, as we have got Boogens Forever versus Team. Boogens Forever is going to have Tom on the Leoric, Thunder on the Lucio, Non-Champion on the Deathwing, Campbell's on the Tychus, and Kala on the Anubarak. Over on the side of Team, we've got Viper on the Brightwing, Dur on the Garrosh, Nyan on the Junkrat, 10 seconds. Diamingo. I'm sorry for messing up your name. Now on the Tassadar and Rantor on the Sonya. We've got a fun prediction for all of you at home. Which team will hit level 10 first? Get your gambles in. You have 2 minutes to get your gambles in on which team will hit level 10 first. You're exposing yourself at dinner? No, I will just eat my exposure for dinner. How do you like to cook your exposure? I find it a bit tasteless by default. Well, I mean, it's about as delicious as an oxygen sandwich, you know? It's about the same as an oxygen sandwich, you know? Not a lot of flavor, not a lot of substance. But I mean, you know, you gotta eat somehow. Anyways, Leoric and Sonya for the top lane. Alright, a little back and forth between the two of them. Deathwing gonna just be opening up some lava pools, getting some stomps out as well. Don't you have an air fryer? You can fry your oxygen sandwich. Oh, I do that all the time. But still, it's tasteless and not a lot of substance. Also, I mean, fitting all that exposure into an air fryer, it's just so very hard. Yeah, I have no idea if the event is paid or not, but I mean, if it's not, it still is good. Like, you know, it's good practice and stuff, and I don't mind volunteering a little bit. Might also be good for potential GDQ hosting stuff. And as I said, like, if GDQ is online again for Awesome Games Done Quick, AGDQ, so that'll be nice for me because I don't have to worry about trying to figure out a flight and hotel and travel and all that kind of stuff. I can just work from home. Chicken fried steak on rye bread with tomatoes, cheese, and mayo. Nice, nice. Little schnitzel type sandwich for you there. Nice. Polymorph onto the Anubarak, who is going to be knocked away, but First Blood will be onto the Garrosh as the invade onto the camp did not work out. Not even the poking from the side of Team. Oh no, sorry, Boogens Forever, so they swapped sides, so I'm backwards on that one. I defrosted, I had a little bit of beef left from when I made curry, so I don't know how I want to cook it. I don't know how I want to cook it, but I'm just going to do like beef and rice tonight. And then I should have enough leftovers from that for tomorrow night dinner as well. And then Friday we'll figure out what we're doing. I don't know how to cook the beef. I don't want it to be like super like chewy. But it's also, I think it's too small to be thrown on the grill. And I don't have anything like, I don't have like a small metal tray to like cook it on the grill with. Like I don't have like, what's it called? Like a flat top thing that you could, like a flat top for my grill. Rice burritos? Oh, I could do that. I think I have some beans in the cupboard, so I could probably do like a. I could probably cut up the pieces really small and do like a steak burrito. Oh, I could even do steak quesadillas actually. If I just mitigate the rice. A little bit of pressure mounting in favor for the side of Team, as they have gotten most of this first objective phase. 7 talent first for the side of Boogens Forever, but it doesn't look like that's going to be enough to step in and take this away just yet. Actually, I'm saying that a little too early. No, it's okay. That's it. All right, Fallen Shaman not getting a ton of value in the lane. Sonya getting a little bit of clear on that, holding it. Punisher does go over to the side of Team. Little surprised, even down the 7 talents here, they're able to work their way through this objective phase. Do want to point out the splash damage and the AoE, as well as the Kyderian Amulet from the Tassadar level 1, really helping out the side of Team, as they are able to get a lot of the objective phase area. Thundercat's going to get the push off, looking for the pressure onto Dur. The Indomitable will be popped. The toss onto Viper to get the Brightwing away. Big Cataclysm across the back Battleground from the Deathwing. Dur getting knocked back by the sound wave from Lucio. And that will be Garrosh going down. Tassadar finishes out his level 1, and he's going full auto build. I've been experimenting with this in some of my quick match games. I know it's quick match versus, you know, high level and skilled players here in competitive, but I honestly, for Infernal Shrines, I love auto attack build. Just auto build on Infernal Shrines is so rewarding, I feel, especially in the late game as well. The other option, by the way, just jumping back to our beef conversation, the other option is to, like, cook it up a little bit in a Dutch oven and then add in some water to, like, soften up the meat a little bit so it's not as chewy. Because it is pretty fatty meat, so if I were to boil it for like an hour or so, then it would kind of loosen up some of that fat. Considerations. Non-champion just getting poked at by the Junkrat. Does have the Molten Blood at level 1. No Draconic Might, so no armor plating or... what is it? Protection. There's no protection when armor plating drops. Viper getting the phase shift in. 10 talent here first for the side of Boogan's Forever by a solid chunk. Boogan's Forever will have first to 10. Pay out the people while I remember Viper almost gets out of there, but that will be Lucio, his missiles chasing after his auto attack. Dur gets one. Oh my god. He gets one. What is it? Is it Blood Craze? Bloodthirst. He gets one Bloodthirst and heals up right there. Critical moment. But Dur will live. Next objective frozen in the bottom lane. Should be announced fairly soon as the Fallen Shaman makes his way to top lane. Can we now bet the first to level 20? No. One bet per game. One bet per game. Entomb was already used. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. And Migo is able to back away. Alright. No big issues there. Deathwing in mid lane just gets that little lava burst on the ground. Non-champion easily able to back away. There's the announcement of that next objective. As I mentioned, it's right around the corner, and we will be having that up and available here. Tassadar with just a little bit of wave clear as well. Skyfall from the Deathwing poking out. Level 4 is going to be here as well for the side, or level 4. 4 kills, excuse me, for the side of Boogan's Forever. 13 talents here on the horizon for both teams as that Frozen Punisher is up and available here. Deathwing Molten Flames the wave, getting that clear very quickly. Pushing into level 12 range. There's the Commandeer Odin out from the Tychus, and Entomb from Leoric splits the enemy. Little Earth Shatter on the ground. Concussion Mine splits Tom. Phase Shift in from Dur does connect onto, I believe, or Phase Shift connects onto Dur from the Brightwing. Big Riptire from the Junkrat. Thundercats does go down. Kala to get picked off as well. There's a really low Sonya. Commandeer Odin might have some Ragnarok missiles, but she's going to try and spin to win. She's got that life funnel, and it's working out for the Sonya. Another lava burst on the ground. Non-champion getting low. Tom going to go for the Drain Hope. Concussion Mine splits him. He's still actually getting some Drain Hope value, but now Junkrat dropping damage right to the face of Leoric, and I think this is going to be another Punisher over the side of Team. Mel, if I give you all back-to-back-to-back bets, then people don't stick around. You know, you gotta entice people. You know, give them just a little taste. Cocoon onto Garage, burrow in from the Anubarak, as we also have Nyan getting the, I think that was a little bit of a soothing miss from Viper. High five in from the Lucio, excuse me, push off from the Lucio with the slow. Thundercats looking to chase in more, just while riding around, as the Punisher will be cleared out after getting the fort front gate. Exactly, Crush, exactly. That's exactly, Crush. I never knew this, that it constantly counts the subwoofer. I saw one stack on it and then it dropped to 0. Really interesting. Never realized it constantly counts it. The Cataclysm from Deathwing. Rantor's low. I think that was a Bellowing Roar from Deathwing as well. Yes, it was. Garrosh goes down. Sonya to fall 6-2 and kills 13 apiece. Polymorph from Viper slows down Thundercats. Alright, overkill from Tychus onto the camp. Leoric is going to soak out the top lane. It's looking good for the side of Bugins Forever right now. Ooh, another Commandeer Odin looking to open things up in mid lane. This is going to be the Arcane Punisher lane coming up in about a minute or so. So if they can take down the fort, that gets rid of the well, which means that the lane sustain during the objective phase will be a little more difficult for the side of team. But of course, this siege is not easily had. Commandeer Odin does outrange structures. A little bit of poke coming in as well, though, into the Commandeer Odin as it does expire. Leoric waiting in the bush to see if the enemy does step up. Has the Entomb available. And Tassadar did go into that Oracle as well. You have the passive value, while stationary, you have Spell Armor, and also restores 20 HP. You can also activate the channel 4 seconds and reveal anywhere on the map, so there's that as well. Nice overkill, nice camp, and bottom lane, another camp to be had as well. Alright, just pressure onto the Anubarak right there. I was waiting to see. I was holding my breath just to see if they would chase in further. 16 talents here will be achieved first by the side of Bugins. Cataclysm across the enemy team, definitely getting in a better position. Does also get a wave clear a little bit faster. Can't clear on top of that with that Lava Burst and the Cataclysm damage over time on the ground. Sonya to clear the top lane. The Orc to rotate into mid. And the Arcane Punisher. A little off on my timing right there, but it should be fairly soon. Ah, thanks, Looper. You have a good luck programming. Enjoy the afternoon. We'll probably see you later at some point. 16 talents here, though, as I mentioned, it will be here first for Bugins. Half a level to go on the side of team, and the Arcane Punisher will be up in 14 seconds. Oracle does scout out quite a few enemies. Also want to note we have a Wrath of the Berserker Sonya. See if she pops that. Cataclysm 30 seconds. Everything else is off cooldown. Full stacks on the Blink Heals from Brightwing as well. Can the members of team steal away another objective? They've been consistently stealing away these objectives. Sonya is going to look for 16 through the top lane really quickly. The rest of the allies will be in the lower half of this objective area, looking to step in. Molten Flame, here comes the Commandeer Odin. Wrath of Berserker, you see it pop right there. You see the glow in her weapons as well. Anubarak and friends are really putting pressure onto the Sonya as the Entomb comes out from Leoric. Durg gonna get the phase shift from the Brightwing. Big Molten Flame from the Deathwing. He's also got that Conflagration, so it's the damage over time. You can see that kind of proccing on the Sonya as we have a Tassadar, which will go down. Archon form was used. Durg getting low. Does he have a Blood Craze to get a little HP? Not enough, or not even off cooldown. We do have Lucio traded in all of this. Deathwing a little bit low, but the Arcane Punisher will come through mid lane. We have top lane Fallen Shaman getting a lot of value. If the towers target the Shaman, beneficial to the side of Bugins Forever, but it doesn't look like that's the case, so Leoric will go clear. Make sure he's not going to lose too much there, as there's a 20-second death timer on the Garrosh, 14 seconds on that Tassadar. And Non-Champion drops down from the sky, healing up a little bit. A little Molten Flame. There's the jump from the Punisher. Excuse me, the Lava Burst. Sonya's spinning through the Punisher. Concussion Mine, I think, onto the Anubarak. I think he might have had to burrow back onto the safe side of the wall. Not 100% sure where he landed off that Concussion Mine. And with the Punisher falling below 10%, this is going to be Bugins Forever backing away. Still ahead in the game. Oracle does see this camp invade, but the spear will be shy over the wall. Doesn't get the pull. They're still putting pressure onto Non-Champion. Another Lava Burst out as well from the Deathwing. Looking to see on the minimap where our next objective will be. Is it going to be bottom or top? Tomb from Leoric. Doesn't seem like it was good. Oh, wait, Bellar Roar. Garrosh is a little split. We have Sonya popping, I think, the Wrath of Berserker. Low does get the Warlord's Challenge and is somehow living through all this. Viper very low as well. Here comes Leoric. Thundercat's being thrown around. Goes for the reverse amp. There's a Sonya. She's going to try and just Wrath Berserker through all of this. Camp Bell's so very low. Just needs to get into a spot where they can just drop the minigun and get some sustained damage into the Sonya, but she won't fall immediately. Tom going to go down. Leoric, okay, there's a force wall from Tassadar as well, trying to lock camp in, but it doesn't work out. Nubarak with the oh my god, the grenade from Tychus almost getting the kill into Sonya. Mid lane has that Kata on the wave. What's up, Cab? How you doing, bud? How's your Wednesday? How's everybody's Wednesday? Hope you're all doing well today. Next Punisher is bottom lane, by the way, Frozen Punisher. So opening up this lane is very beneficial to the side of Bugans Forever, as they do have a massive momentum. They just have massive momentum in their favor here. Good shock raise from the Tassadar will clear out these waves quite quickly. Did go into the Executor's Will. Activate to gain full Resonance Beam charge, 20% spell power, and cause basic and heroic ability cooldowns to regenerate 25% faster. This effect lasts as long as the Renaissance Beam remains at full charge. I wonder if I actually don't know this, if it has an active cooldown. Like, you pop it and you keep it like going for 40. Does it just, you know, can you just activate it again immediately if it drops? I wonder. Toss on to the Anubarak. He burrows to the far side of the wall. Riptire from Junkrat does need to back away because the conflagration from Deathwing would have shredded him. Bellowing Roar onto the Garrosh. He might fall here. Phase shift from the Brightwing. Push off from the Lucio. Cocoon from the Anubarak stops the phase shift from happening. Nice combo from Anubarak, looking to get the value here. Concussion Mine actually putting Tychus right next to Brightwing, but the Polymorph immediately saves said Brightwing, and the Tassadar falls. Lucio chasing in. Does he have a push off? Is he heavy casters? No, he's not. You're pretty sure it doesn't have you're pretty sure it has an active CD. I think a lot of things in Heroes of the Storm do, so it's hard to know for sure. But then sometimes, like, things don't read correctly. Like, Archon form. Like, I think the cooldown in Archon will go, but then when it ends, it jumps back to 90. I think there's some visual things like that as well. Either way, Fort goes down. 98 stacks for the Leoric, 11 stacks for the Tychus, 0 on the Lucio level 4, 12 stacks for Garrosh is level 1. Obviously, Tassadar done with his level 1. Sonya going full spin build. What is the 13 spin again? Ruthless, right. Day was full of work, sports, and at last gaming. Hell yeah, bud. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Cap. I appreciate you coming over here. I appreciate everyone hanging out, lurking. I'm glad that I am your Twitch stream of choice. I very much do appreciate that. So 20 apiece. Frozen Punisher to go through the bottom lane. Will this be game ending? That's the question that we're gonna need to answer here. Mithril Mace is done by the Leoric. Deathwing drops down from the sky. Did go into the Stood in the Fire. And Commandeer with the big red button is here. Rewind and Nubarak is ready to go. Everyone's got their 20s. We got the upgrade on the Riptire from Junkrat. There's going to be a dead Brightwing. Great Buried Alive and the conflagration value. The Nexus Forces actually get that steal on the kill. Garrosh getting a little bit low here. Will be Cocoon. Concussion Mine splits, I think, Leoric right there. Nubarak will burrow charge in. High fives from the Lucio with the Mixing Fire level 20. Garrosh getting low, does go down. Boogans are looking good here in map number 1 on Infernal Shrines. Rantor is going to get that high five healing reduction, 50%. Another high five onto Tom, it looks like. Jump from the Punisher. Nyan getting low, does go down. Rantor needs, like, it's like 2 autos would kill him. High five from Lucio, closes the distance onto the Tassadar with the Twilight Archon form. But it's not going to work out for the side of team. Looks like with the Punisher expiring, there still is enough damage onto the core. The target will be the Tassadar. Rantor, gets back into the Hall of Storms. High five will connect, but Tom might fall here. Entomb from Leoric, yes he will. Rantor healing up with the Whirlwind, but does go down to the Anubarak. That is going to be map number 1 over the side of Bugans Forever. GG, well played. No mana burn abilities of any kind leaves more room from unconventional mana systems. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, there's no mana removal things, I think, right? Okay, I'm gonna leave you with stats. I gotta quickly run to the bathroom, and when I come back, we'll do another map. All right, BRB, don't go anywhere. okie dokie. Sorry about that. 2 cups of tea, chug down. Yeah. You said previously that if the sub-game poll is tied, you would choose the game. Would you consider playing the other titles at a different point? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I like I said, like, I'm pretty sure we'll play Sunset Overdrive at some point. Yeah. That's it. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, you know, some Dead by Daylight Killer in the future isn't like something out of the question either, so. Alrighty. Let's get the scores updated. I'm sure the teams will swap sides on me again. So let's find out. Alterac Pass will be our next map. You just need to get everything tied for the maximum, then everyone's happy. Ha 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 ha. The teams did not swap sides, thankfully. Let's do... Let's do a boss prediction. Which team... Let's see. Which team gets first boss? We're going to Alterac Pass, so there'll be 2 bosses. Boogens, Forever, Team, or No Boss Taken. Alright, well, 2 minutes on that one. Will Baja play the Obsidian D&D games? Probably not. I don't think there's many people that really want to watch me play that, so that's the other thing too, is I gotta consider the things that people want to actually watch. Alright, let's get into the game. Let's get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back into the Nexus Gaming Series Nexus Division matchup of Boogens Forever versus Team. We have Boogens Forever up in this series with Tom on the Blaze, Thunder on the Rhaegar, Non-Champion on the Genji, Kyle on the Anubarak, and Camp on the Greymane. Over on the side of Team, we've got Dur on the Joanna, Rantor on the Leorc, Viper on the Brightwing, Mago on the Tychus, and Nyan on the Falstad. I have a fun prediction for all of you right now, and that is going to be which team will get the first boss. Which team is going to get the first boss? You got 2 minutes to get your predictions in. This is a double boss map. There are 2 bosses on the map. They spawn at 5 minutes in. Get your gambles in on which team will get the first boss of the game. Looking really quickly, we saw some members going to bottom lane, so we'll see if there's going to be a little bit of a immediate dive onto the tower. Joanna kind of floating between the lanes right now, only seeing that Blaze. There's the Genji, there's the friends. Here comes the rotation, swapping vision actually really quickly. Joanna seen. There's going to also be the phase shift in from the Brightwing, as we have the Condemned from Joanna pulling in. Kala getting low, and that'll be Tychus solidifying first blood in favor for the side of Team. The things that we're going to play in the future on the stream, StarCraft, maybe we'll continue with Dota 2. I'm honestly not sure about it. We'll see. We'll be playing Callisto Protocol, Dead Space 2 at some point. Resident Evil Village, we'll do a replay through of that game, because they're going to do some DLC for that. What else is there? Probably some other horror game in September. Oh, we'll be playing the new Dark Anthology game in October. Excuse me, not September. The new Dark Anthology game, the one that's based on H.H. Holmes, which will be the last game in their Season 1, which is exciting because I honestly thought they were going to put out 4 of these games and that'd be the end of it. So we got a lot of spooky games coming up, and we got some fun. We got cooking streams. We have a pizza cooking stream at the end of this month. We got Baja Ross this month. In October, I'm going to make a Bat House on stream. I don't know how I'm even going to do that stream yet, but we're going to do it. I might pre-cut some of the materials for the Bat House, to be honest. I might pre-cut some of the materials off stream just for ease. But yeah, that's the game plan. If we hit 1,000 subs, we have hot tub streams. We got tons of options in the future. And of course, always, here's the Storm casting, commentary, and gameplay. We're not going to be leaving Heroes anytime soon. Very much enjoy this game. But it's also fun to branch out and explore other things, especially for opportunities in the future. Alrighty, well, Genji and Falstad hanging out in the bottom lane, doing a little back and forth right here. Anub'arak burrows in, doesn't land the burrow, doesn't go for the impale onto Falstad, just pokes at the minion wave, and will back away. We do have the Shuriken Mastery for the Genji as well. Eyes in the Dark for the Greymane. Falstad did go into the Frequent Flyer at level 1, excuse me. And Tychus with the In the Rhythm, so it would be building up that duration. I believe the base duration is 3 seconds, and you get 0.03 seconds per stack. Not to mention the Bingo and StarCraft 2 tournaments as well. Yeah, those are all very, very possible things in the future. Absolutely. I have a bunch of other little sub goals set up as well. Like I was thinking about them today while I was making breakfast. I was marking down the sub goals because we do have a subathon coming up Tuesday, September 13th. Oh, Falstad short distance flight. Oh my god, I can't believe he made it away. Yeah, I think Non-Champion was considering going in for it. I think he was considering going in for the Swift Strike blow up potential, but it doesn't work out. 7 talent here for both sides, and actually, yeah, just now. Camp in the mid lane grabbed. We have the Null Pact already pushing onto the mid lane gate. That is going to take down the gate itself. One of the towers is threatened currently. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Falstad pushes back Non-Champion. There's going to be the Swift Strike in. Tom comes in, throws the oil, but Falstad backs away. Brightwing in mid lane, just gonna get splashed by the Gilnean Cocktail. Tychus dashes forward, and okay, that'll be the end of that back and forth right there. A little burrow from Anub'arak to avoid the condemn. We do have, by the way, we have the Sins Exposed, excuse me. Sins Exposed for the healing reduction from level 7, so you might see that from time to time. Armor reduction was coming out from that camp in the mid lane. Falstad in bottom is getting pressured by Tom, so we peek into the top lane. Genji is going to be, oh, that's the wrong button right there. I wanted to cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like. That's the button I wanted to press. Alright, phase shift from Brightwing. Dur gets the heal from that. Rantor going for the channel, and we have our first objective phase slowly channeled in favor for the side of team. Mid lane camp will be grabbed once again for the Boogan's Forever crew. And with that grabbed, we also will be seeing a potential contestation over the objective phase over here. 10 talents here being worked on by Blaze Falstad in the bottom lane. Blaze looking like he's going to rotate to mid or jump into this team fight as well. Rotation to mid would allow the camp to push up faster. Brightwing actually going to come over here with Tychus and Joanna to push things back, or clear things out, my apologies. And the camp will be stopped, or the objective stopped at 7.6 seconds of channel time left. Camp going for the channel. Does get interrupted once. I believe Joanna has a double shield glare. It condemns the second attempt, since exposed value right there. Subdue slow on top of all of that. Camp going for the channel once again. Won't be interrupted that time, and now the channel over the side of Boogan's Forever, as the 10 talent here will pop up at the top of our screen fairly soon. Genji soaking up in the top lane, Blaze to go to bottom. And it's stalled right now by Dur, who's not interrupted in time. So this will be 22 seconds left of channel time for the side of our of Boogan's, as Gust into the wall, but no one's here. Blessed Shield gets max range. Is there an Entomb? Cleanse there from the Brightwing. Cleanse from the Rhaegar. Polymorph from the Brightwing. And now I do believe the Tychus and the Brightwing will be able to get this channel. And we'll see our first objective going over to the side of team. I don't think Greymane and friends can stop this. Oh my god, what kind of betting did you all do on this? Sad betting. Sad betting. 10s apiece. Let's see. X-Strike, Bunker, Cocoon, Curse Bullet. We saw the Blessed Shield. There's the Entomb. Blink heals from Brightwing. Commandeer Odin and Gust, of course, as we saw that as well. So, pretty standard heroics across the board. Nothing crazy or out of the ordinary. Polymorph onto the Rhaegar as he was trying to jump in for an attack. Viper auto-attacking. Did Viper go for... Yeah, Viper did go attack range, was magic sped. I was like, that range on Brightwing's a little farther out than normal. 2 kills still in favor for our red team. and the Commandeer Odin from mid lane. Cocoon from Anubarak. Oh, that's just nice right there. They immediately clear out the Cocoon as quickly as possible to make sure that the Tychus siege value does work. Now Tychus, he wants to stay inside that circle, of course. The amplified damage is always very, very nice to be had. Tower shots, I think Leoric was tanking some tower shots. Yeah, he had reduced armor. Greymane, Rhaegar clearing up the top lane. Looks like there's like 55% left on that fort, about 50% or so on that mid lane, and you still have about a good 75% left on the bottom lane fort. Are we setting up for a boss? Is this a boss potential right here? It's 1-2 in kills. Blaze just kind of hanging out, gonna grab some of the experience in the lane. Another mid lane null pack camp from both sides, a little bit faster on the side of Boogan's Forever. But that does mean that it pushes up faster, and the red team can clear things out on a more favorable side of the map. There's an attempt onto Falstad for the bottom lane. At least they're considering it on the side of Boogan's Forever. Falstad just checks boss really quickly as there's some enemies missing on the map. I was waiting to see if Blaze would go for the jet propulsion onto the enemy, but it doesn't connect. Only 20 stacks on the Tychus, by the way. 21 stacks for the Falstad. Genji's shurikens have been finished out, and the punishment, the subdue, is not done just yet on level 4, but still, we always talk about it, still gets value even when incomplete. So long as you're hitting 2 enemy heroes, you do get that 80% slow. You also will have the Sins exposed for the healing reduction. Good way to mitigate some of the ancestral value coming in. Gus from Falstad doesn't get the push. 60-second cooldown, not the longest cooldown to burn. And next objective hasn't even been announced yet, so that's still pretty good. Ooh, we have the Mad Lads for the Anubarak. He's got those burning beetles. Johanna was cocooned. Curse bullet. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. God, she got ran over. Just ran over Johanna with a steamroller right there. Jesus, she just got annihilated. All right, well, objective phase is up in 15 seconds. Some pings onto Tychus mid for some reason. Ah, they're going boss, or are they trading bosses? Ooh, who's gonna get the boss first? Yeah, that's gonna be Boogan's. Boogan's for sure. Unless they delay out, it's Boogan's for sure. All right, let me pay the people now. Boogan's Forever got the first boss, so that way I don't forget, because it was... Oh, wait, Blaze is coming up here. He'll see this. Can they even make the rotation? No way. Anubarak's still halfway across the map. Though Tychus is really the only one dealing damage. Here comes the Johanna. Anubarak will show in lane. Blaze tries to get his foot on the point. Anubarak burrow charges in. Cocoon down for 2 seconds. Tom drops the bunker at like 2 HP. Brightwing goes down. Gus from the Falstad. Hammering's coming in. Auto attacks are going to be there. Boss goes to the side of our red team. And we do see a good Entomb. The Spectral Leech doesn't even hit non-champion. That's kind of surprising. Barrel roll forward from the Falstad as Boss goes through bottom. And this is the red team pushing in through top with Commandeer Odin. Looks like Leoric will hearth back to try and clear things out. Actually, he doesn't really need to clear out the boss. That'll go down to the 2 towers. He could go for a camp, could go for the objective, but this is going to be a lot of value still through top. I think we could see it keep falling. Granted, death timers are very, very low right now. Death timers are extremely low, so that is going to be keep front gate to fall. Boss will get a good slam on the ground. Jet propulsion from the Blaze. Cocoon stopped by that Iron Skin of Johanna. Now the turnaround. Blessed Shield available. Oh, there it is. Big Blessed Shield. Ancestor Healing. No Subdue to reduce... Excuse me, no Sins Exposed to reduce the ancestral value, but it doesn't matter. Keep goes down, and I think that's all they wanted. Leoric clearing out the Jailers, as this is the third objective, 40 seconds of channel time. It is going to have 3 Jailers consistently defending. Camp on the left grabbed. 16 talent here first for the side of the red team, but still Boogan's not far off. Looks like we have some well tapping. 20 seconds to go or so. The Orc does have an Entomb. He's looking for a good target to actually pull into it, or at least set up with. Could be the Greymane once he steps out of that bush. Still waiting for 16s on the side of Boogan's Forever. There's the Entomb onto Greymane. He drops the Curse Bullet, Jet Propulsion flank from the Blaze X Strike from the Genji, and Brightwing does go down. Anub'arak to be traded the objective phase over to the side of the red team, but I think the Taika should fall right there. Blessed Shield was utilized to try and stop the advancements. Oh, that could be a subdue stack, but she used it right before the condemn. Johanna falls. It's a quadra kill to the members of Bugins Forever. Now, what do they do with this? Is it just a safe clear out the objective, or are they going to find some significant structural value through these lanes? It is going to be mid lane for it to fall. Top lane has the cavalry coming through. That'll go to the exposed core. Falstad pushing up the bottom lane. Top lane is far out. Okay, so they're just going to go and they'll make the bottom lane clear, they'll make the top lane clear, and yeah, that'll be that. They put their left foot in, they take their left foot out. They put their right foot in, they take their right foot out. They're doing the Alterac pass dance. Anyways, dumb. Leoric is he looking to maybe just soak up and... Yeah, he's just looking to grab the experience that was dropped on the ground there, as it does stay on the ground for, I believe, 45 seconds total time. I think it's like 6 seconds at 100%, 39 seconds at 50% or something like that, 25% or something like that. Sevens apiece. That's a gust out from Falstad, but it doesn't matter. Genji comes in, burrow charge in from Anub'arak, connects right on to the Tychus. He's got that subterranean shield, and he's also got the level 16 epicenter. Anub'arak looking for a new target. Leoric drops an Entomb, but there's no one inside of it. Leoric looking to Wraith walk away. Rantor is not the target of Anub'arak because Anub'arak wants the Brightwing again. She can't get the blink heal even though she had a charge. Bosses, 38 on bottom, 1 minute and 9 on the top. What is the play? Okay. Easy enough. Camp to be grabbed through the mid. Blaze soaking out the backside of the mid lane as well. Curse Bullet from Greymane connects, if I'm not mistaken, but it really doesn't get any value. Camp will be cleared out, but it's a denial. It's also experience. There's that 5 seconds on the Jungle Grave Golem Defender. Seems like top lane will be the target, though, for Bugins Forever. About 15 minutes into map number 2. Things are looking good for Bugins if they want... Oh, wait. Oh, God. Falstad with the Flight Gust Panic. That means Gust is not available. A bottom boss is up, and there's no Gust for 50 seconds. They could look for this. Blaze will be working on the camp over here. He's gonna need some help. Actually, no. He should be fine. Does have the Adrenal Stim Pack, so... Or Adrenaline Stim Pack. Oh, wait. Are they actually going boss now? Falstad doesn't have Gust. Bosses are available. Could look for a double boss play, realistically. Since the enemy... What's the enemy vision look like? Tychus and Brightwing showing bottom, Leoric showing top. Yeah, I think they could easily double boss off this, or they go boss plus objective. I don't think they push with boss. That's not the option I think they would go with. Looks like Blaze will hearth back, not for mana, not for HP, but just to go clear out that top lane a little bit faster. Little retreat ping coming out here, probably from the side of our red team, just backing away safely. Bugins Forever, yeah, they're setting up, are they setting up double boss? Checking the bush with the shurikens from Genji. Nice utilization on the rotation, not getting scouted out. Just trying to see really quickly what the visions look like. Boss is going to be dealt with in bottom lane. They can see Tychus, Falstad, Brightwing, Leoric in the bottom, Johanna in the mid. So vision-wise, this is absolutely fine. Double boss play, really good for Bugins Forever here. Gotta say, Bugins doing really, really good here in map number 2. They could make this series a 2-0. We'll have to find out, though. It feels like there are some team fights that our team are going to be doing pretty well with. 66 stacks for the Leoric on his Mithril Mace. He also did go into... I forget the name of this. Shroud of the Dead King. Activate to become protected for 3 seconds. We don't see this very often. Not a bad talent, but we usually see Buried Alive, or we see the Undying Despair. Undying Despair? Is that the level? I think that's the level 20 upgrade. Burning... I think it's Burning Despair. Burning Despair. Nice cleanse from Rhaegar. He'll be using that Purge. Doesn't have the cooldown reduction from the level 7 with the Purification. Falstad working on that top lane boss. That did take down the fort. Map-wise, that fort going down signifies a structural lead over to the member. Actually, not really, because structurally in total, it's the exact same amount, just different in the lanes. Structurally in top lane, it still is really good for the side of team, as they still have that keep available. Ancestral healing with the Farseer's Blessing, double Ancestral coming through. There's going to be the just chain CC onto the Leoric as he does pop his Shroud of the Dead King. Falstad with the Wind Tunnel. Rhaegar's healing is not enough, and him and Rhaegar, excuse me, Anub'arak and Rhaegar do go down. Blaze to fall as well. Death timers are long, but is it long enough to end through top? I don't think so. The Orc clears out mid. Falstad, Brightwing grab the objective phase. And Genji just try and soak out bottom a little bit more. I got ahead of class a bit. Gonna give you the lurk until I get back. Thank you, Jimmy, for the lurk. I appreciate it. Have a good day at class. I hope it's nice and easy. You know, if they don't show up, we legally don't have to be here. What was the thing? It was like, you know, legally, if they don't show, like, for the first 10 minutes, we can leave afterwards or something? I've only ever had that happen once. In the, like, 4+ years I was at university, that I had that happen once where the professor didn't show up. In 4 years, like 4.5 years of going to that university, I had that happen one time for one class. My apologies, just looking at Leoric clearing that out as Greymane does go down, and I talk about my experience in university. Brightwing's gonna get slowed and cocooned. X-Strike from the Genji, little anti-synergistic. There is a gust out from Falstad to try and push back the enemy so Brightwing can get away, but the chain CC is not enough. Genji, Shurikens, does he have enough? No. Viper's still fine. Objective phase good to the red team as they're continuing to push in. Greymane dead for 40 seconds still. Mid lane keep tanked by the Reaver minion. By the way, the Reaver minions have 50 physical armor, if I'm not mistaken. They have a chunk of physical armor, which is allowing them to sustain through this a lot more here. Can I even show it to all of you at home? Did I not click on a Reaver minion? Hello? There we go. There we are. So there you go. You can actually see the Reaver minion has 50 physical armor, which allows it to tank more. It doesn't deal extra damage into structures like catapults do, or the range and melee minions, but it just has that armor to just tank damage. Mid lane keep has fallen. There is only one keep of armor for this core. Anub'arak falls, and ladies and gentlemen, we're heading to a map number 3. GG, well played. Thank you for the follow during that game as well. Okay. Some talents for all of you if you want. And we'll get back to a Sleepy Bandit. Back to the Sleepy Boy. Alright, map number 3. Alrighty, map number 3. Okay. Alright. Good game so far. Oh, we're going to Garden of Terror. Hell yeah. Garden of Terror, map number 3. Players did swap sides because they hate me. Let's get rid of all that. Let's swap the team sides and get into the map here. But how do we get here, Baha? I woke up this morning. I was a productive boy. And now we're casting. That's how we got here. I went to the hardware store. I went to the P.O. box. Yeah, that's how we got here. That is how we got here. Oh, I wanted to look at one last thing. Look at that. We won't do a bet. We won't do a bet. Let's just cast the game. Let's just enjoy the game. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into our map number 3 in our second best of 3 of the day. On the left-hand side, we have Team, Johanna, Rehgar, Chen, Hanzo, and Greymane. Over on the side of Bugins Forever, we're going to have a Dehaka, Sylvanas, Thrall, Brightwing, and a Muradin.
The gates shall open in.
Let's see if anyone wants to know. Let's see. Can I... Oh, I closed that, didn't I? Wonderful.
5,
Hold on a second.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's see. Volskaya and Cursed Hollow are banned up by Team. Braxis Holdout and Dragonshire are banned up by the side of Bugins Forever. That's how we got here. There you go. Once again, we're going to be seeing a little bit of a tower rush from a few of the members of Bugins Forever here, as they did swap sides. Just want to note that really quickly for anyone who's kind of half maybe lurking and working. Teams did swap sides, so if you're glancing over, just keep that in mind. And looking at level 1s and stuff, Scatter for Hanzo, Dehaka Enhanced Agility, Thrall going to be going into the Rolling Thunder, which is good sustainability for him, and just the Chen and the Johanna. Greymane is that viciousness, becoming the pretty, I'd say, pretty standard, honestly, still. Naya is taking a bit of damage. Viper comes in with a chain heal. No kill. Excuse me, no kill just yet. Thundercats with the phase shift in from Brightwing. Some scatters out as well from the Hanzo, getting some poke here and there. Looking into the bottom lane, just continually having good wave clear out from the Sylvanas. She's not hard pressing or hard pushing the lane back. Actually, Thrall to rotate down here, Dehaka to go up in the top lane, and Sylvanas going to go help the Brightwing grab a camp over here. This would take Fortnite quite literally if there was no help to the Brightwing. Yes, Fortnite like the game, by the way, chat. Just like the game. Alrighty. More camps to be grabbed. It's Garden of Terror. The main objective beyond the actual objective is just constantly grabbing camps off of cooldown and applying the lane pressure. The other thing to consider too is early game and throughout the game, when it comes to experience, Mercenaries will be giving a nice chunk of experience to these teams as well, especially with the late game scaling, but that's just something else to consider when we will see a future experience split between the teams. Durr doesn't get onto the point in time, does get a shield glare onto the Thrall. Camp or objective onto the bottom left of our map, favoring the positioning of our blue team. I'm assuming the Dehaka does have his Brushstalk. Yes, he does. Thrall getting pushed in through the bottom. Does have Siege Giants to help defend, but the port front gate looks like it might fall. Thrall trying to pressure out the Greymane, who is going to drop pretty low here. Gets a good chain heal out from Viper. Muradin Dwarf tossing in. And he went Reverberation at level 4, so he'll have that. I think it's 5% off of the heroic ability. Yes, it is. Camp still being pushed in. That's a lot of damage on the Muradin. Dwarf tosses away 50 HP, 20. I think the Shield Glare dropped him like 20 or something HP. I think if Johanna actually had the... I don't know, she had another Shield Glare. I think she could have just spammed Shield Glare and would have gotten the kill. Or maybe it just came back up. Either way. Objectives up. Sylvanas to clear mid. That'll end right there. Dehaka getting a little bit low in top lane. Low on mana as well. Chen just flying, kicking around. He is going to be going into the Deadly Strike at 4, but he's got the Storm Stout Secret Recipe. Chen heals for 3.5% of his maximum health when his basic abilities hit an enemy hero. So things like the Withering Flame, which kind of AoE a little bit into the enemy, are always good. The quite literal Keg Drop, I think it is, that is also splashed onto the enemy. So good little angles right there will be good for Rantor to keep healing up. Hey, Shy, what's up, bud? Happy Wednesday to you. How are you doing today? Rehgar with the little bite on the butt. Camp, though, gets the short distance Haunting Wave and is able to back out. 0 kills here at map number 3. 0 kills, and we're still 7 apiece, all structures up, but we do have some gate damage across the map. Dur sitting in the bush, Viper above. This might be a collapse on to non-champion. We do have that healing reduction from the Sins Exposed, and the shield glare and the bite on the butt will be enough to get the kill right there. Muradin Dwarf tosses in, but I don't think he really wants to be here anymore in this 1v3. A lot of good damage onto him, but he does not go down. Phase shift from Brightwing comes through after the Sins Exposed value will expire. Big Scary Duck, thank you for the tier 1 for 44 months. Thank you for nearly 4 years of support. Nearly 4 years of support. Thank you so much. I will resend your alert when we get out of game. Thank you so much for the spam. How you doing today, Big Scary Duck? How's the family? You're having a fantabulous night. Okay. Scared away a scammer on Discord and got to yell at him because he was being tit. Good. I'm glad you're doing well, bud. You messed up your neck hardcore, but it's getting better every day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Just that wild and crazy. You guys go on like roller coasters or something, or is this like a cooking thing? Or are you like me and you just sleep like an idiot and then your neck hurts for like a week straight because you're old and decrepit? You're cleaning keyboards right now? Nice. No joke, Beat Saber messed you up? Oh, that's what the kids call it these days. Beat Saber.
Not.
Oh, yeah. Beat Saber. Alrighty, neither team has got a Garden Terror yet. We do have another seed spawn in the bottom center of the map, so until then, as I mentioned, still camps to be grabbed. Let's cycle through the other numbers as 10 Talontiers are at the top of the screen. Bloodlust Rhaegar. Just wanna Bloodlust Rhaegar let you all know that that's gonna be happening. Shen does dive in. He is Wandering Keg. He is a Wandering Keg. Chen, huge arrow from Hanzo from downtown, as that will be the centering from Thrall to try and split the enemy. Non-champion did get hit with the Sins Exposed. There's the Wandering Keg. I was waiting when it would come through. Non-champion able to back away. So will the Brightwing. There's a Bloodlust from the Rhaegar. The fight still continues as the Muradin avatars and Dwarf tosses out. If some random person friends you on Discord and then tells you they accidentally reported your Steam account, so it's about to get banned, tell them they can hack it. Oh yeah, I've heard about that scam. Do you know what I usually do? If someone adds me as a friend on Discord, or at least attempts to, I always check our mutual servers. 99% of the time for me, it's either someone from Corsair or Elgato being like, hey, can I get some tech help? And it's like, I'm a moderator. I'm legally not allowed to give you tech help. I'm a moderator. My job is to make sure that people don't say dumb stuff in the Discord. But that's usually what I do, is I check, and like 99% of the time it's someone from one of those two Discords asking for tech help. So I just say no. And then if they're from no Discord I know, then I usually just deny it. Arrow from Hanzo, Wandering Keg from Chen, pushing people around, Camp getting knocked into the enemy. Is there a Haunting Wave from the Sylvanas? She drops the Wailing Arrow, a little bit of speed boost from the Soothing Mist, not the Soothing Mist, the Pixie Charm from Thundercats, but man, oh man, our team just shredding through Boogans right now. 5-1 in kills, 13 Talontier advantage, as it will be coming through from this wave. Now imagine if the Saber were a Trident. You'd get a better workout, obviously. A little bit heavier. I'm gonna tell them I need their account info so I can log in. Ah, yes, there you go, Shy, I like that. My policy is to talk to no one and you'll never be hurt. But I love talking to you, Big Scary Duck. They could have found my Discord and Steam through Twitch because it's shown there. Oh, sure, but like, still, like, mutual servers. Like, usually the people that add you are in some sort of, like, same server as you. I find it very rare that I'm not in a mutual server with someone that I'm trying to add or talk to on Discord. I mean, like, anyone can find my Discord stuff. I mean, it's literally, you scroll down and it's right below this. I mean, I think my Twitter and my Discord are like, I think, and my YouTube are like, if you just scroll down, it's right there. Or you can use exclamation Discord as well. Yeah. All right, Garden Terror phase. I believe this is the first of the game for the side of our blue team.
My terrors, sap the life from your enemies.
Phase shift from Brightwing, Sundering from the Thrall, but there's going to be a Iron Skin from Johanna that stops that value. Garden Terror in mid will be cleared out. Garden Terror in top lane should confirm the fort. Siege Giants are up here as well. Greymane shredding through with Rhaegar and Chen. Garden Terror in bottom lane still pretty healthy. Going to get at least 50% off this fort, in my opinion. And mostly sieging continually through the top lane on the side of team. Oh, I'm glad you got to have some fun with it, Shy. It's always fun when you get to mess with them, honestly. It's always a little fun. 16 down. Oh, nice kick in from Chen with the Wandering Keg. Hanzo gonna try and find some damage. There's a brush stock from Dahaka. The arrow from Hanzo not connecting this time. Bless Shield from the Johanna does go out. The polymorph onto the Rhaegar. He will go down, but we do have Greymane shredding through. That Sylvanas on the right of our screen. Non-champion does go down as well. That's a Muradin who wants to back away. Condemn from Johanna slows that down. Kick in from Chen, but he's getting shot by the tower. Has enough to share, but needs to back away here with that armor, as the top lane keep might actually go down. We still have really good sieging with the Siege Giants Greymane in Worgen form, and the minion wave is also here as well, getting some decent range damage from those ranged minions, dealing triple damage into structure. Chen should die. Condemn from the Johanna as they back away on the side of team. Bottom lane keep also dropping a lot lower than I anticipated. Greymane rolls away. Alrighty. Pretty good play from our blue team here in map number 3. They're looking to just reverse this overall. Boogans did take map number 1. It's always weird to call it like a reverse sweep in a best of 3, but it technically is at this point if they can win. Sylvanas goes down. Hanzo traded. Greymane autos the camp as he's trying to back away. I think he's also trying to get his leash onto the enemy as he passes through. There's going to be some good lockdown from the Thrall and Rhaegar to go down as well. In the end of this, it is going to be a top lane keep to fall, but look at this. Dahaka, he's going to have to quickly get over here. This is ranged minions deal a lot of damage into structures. You can actually see right here, 129 damage into structures, and those ranged minions might actually take down this keep. 1, 2... Oh no, they target the tower, or they target the minion wave. The keep itself, for anyone wondering, has 99 HP. 99 HP. The catapult will continually push up this wave, the splash damage, taking down the minion wave faster. Thundercats, they go for the throat from the Greymane. The Razor Swipe is there. There's the brush stock in from Dahaka. Bottom lane wave is almost about to be here, but there still is another wave coming in. Sylvanas to clear out the Siege Giants through the mid. We do have the objective phase being channeled by the side of Boogans forever, and I don't think that'll be interrupted. Dahaka to make sure this keep does not go down. But this mid lane fort shall fall. Keg used by the Chen trying to fish for an enemy hero. Imagine going fishing with a keg.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Yeah, they want this. I think a singular shield glare would take it down. Yeah, one singular. Yeah, I was like, we just need a shield glare. It's like 100 and something damage. Wailing arrow from Sylvanas, I think, has exploded a little too early right there. Arrow from Hanzo does connect. Thrall goes down. Sylvanas to fall. Razor Swipe in from the Greymane. He's got the Inner Beast active. Muradin will pop the Avatar. Viper chasing in. Muradin to fall. I honestly think you just go core at this point. 30-second death timers. You got a Greymane. You got a Hanzo. You got a Chen as well. I mean, Chen's the big one. But I really do think this is game winnable. Defendable? That's going to be a rough call. It's a Dahaka and a Brightwing. Imagine going fishing without a keg. That is a good point as well. Brightwing trying to get some damage out. Chen is going to kick around, trying to avoid being polymorphed. Siege Giants from top lane have arrived to the core as well. Brightwing goes down to the go for the third of the Greymane, and ladies and gentlemen, map number 3 in our second best of 3 goes over to the side of team. They take back the series 2-1. GG, well played.